All right, you guys, Clara once more. You already know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell as we take a dive into what happened during Black Friday at the Valley Fair Mall in San Jose, which is honestly, my favorite mall out of the whole, pretty much Northern California, but let alone Bay Area. I don't care too much for the Great Mall in Milpitas, which is 10-15 minutes away. But anyway, let's go ahead and see what happens.
I was ringing up somebody, and then we heard two big gunshots.
One or two shots pop like a few times.
I want to leave the house again. I'm laughing now because I'm traumatized, but it was really terrifying. And like she said, it's not worth the 50% off.
She's right, it's not. And the funny thing is, from Black Friday start all the way to the first week of January, there's going to be tons of sales. So there's really no need to rush into the unnecessary crowd of Black Friday, because you're still overspending because you're just buying things just because they're marked down. At the same time, you're buying things you really didn't need, so you're still wasting money.
I'm only online shopping now. Like, why come to the mall if this is like an actual possibility?
I'm telling you, this is life perspective changing and makes you reassess what you've been doing till now.
A shooting at Valley Fair Mall in San Jose on one of the busiest shopping days of the year, sparking chaos, forcing some people to barricade themselves into stores, others into hiding storage rooms, while thousands more are forced to evacuate. Good evening, and thank you so much for being with us tonight. I'm Frances Wang. San Jose police say it all started.
Frances Wang, you looking good tonight. All right.
Just after 5:40 this evening outside of the Macy's store on the second floor of the mall, which is located here on Stevens Creek Boulevard in San Jose.
And mind you, if you're not familiar with that location, Santana Row, which is another affluent shopping area, restaurant, dining experience, is right directly across the street. You have Yard House and a few other notable chains. So this area is pretty busy and there's lots of heavy foot traffic. And then within the last 3 or 4 years, they revamped the Westfield Valley Fair, which they added that whole outside where the Shake Shack and everything else is at right there. So they expanded this mall and it's even more foot traffic ever since then.
We do have ABC 7 News team coverage with ABC 7 News reporter Clara Campbell, who spoke to shoppers and employees who heard the shooting. But we're going to begin with Anser Hassan for the very latest on the victims and the investigation. Anser?
Francis, good evening. We were able to confirm with San Jose police that there are 3 gunshot victims, 2 adults, 1 16-year-old girl, all with non-life-threatening injuries. No arrests have been made, but police want the public to understand that this was an isolated incident and that the area around the mall is safe. Police with machine guns escorting shoppers and mall employees out of Macy's. They were sheltering in place following a shooting at Westfield Valley Fair Mall in San Jose.
We heard like loud bang sounds, and so we didn't think much of it. We thought like maybe something fell or something, and then we heard it continuously, and then glass shattered, so we ducked down.
Thousands of shoppers at the mall for Black Friday stampeding to get out or find shelter after hearing gunshots.
We heard what sounded like, to me, possible fireworks. In your brain, you want it to be fireworks, but we heard people screaming and running. We knew instantly it was gunshots.
It's always what you think it's not. It's going to always be something completely different usually. And see, the thing is, it's like you can't even go to the mall no more. It's like all it takes is one idiot to ruin it for all. And this guy was like fits the Edgar type profile that drives around in a stolen Infiniti, pretty much. But like I said, this is a very affluent area, Silicon Valley. So all the tech people shop at this mall. There's tons of money coming to this mall. There's Macy's, there's Nordstrom's, and there's the Louis Vuitton store and a bunch of other luxury type brand stores that everybody likes to come to. The Italian brands, Marc Jacobs, whatever else, right? So it's like shopping malls are dead pretty much, unless you're in an affluent area like San Jose. The malls in San Jose are doing pretty good, most of them. I don't know about the East Ridge. The East Ridge is kind of on a decline. They're not doing nothing with it. They should just shut that one down. But malls like the Valley Fair pretty much was on the come up. They're not going to let that one die anytime soon.
There's a giant stampede of people running by.
San Jose police say there was a situation between two individuals outside of Macy's on the second floor. That escalated into a shooting. Police confirmed that 3 people were shot, 1 adult male, 1 adult female, and 1 16-year-old female. They were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Police emphasizing that this was an isolated shooting.
We can say for a matter of fact that this was not unsuspected shoppers that were targeted here.
Shut the hell up. They still don't even know the direct cause of it, so they're saying it's an isolated incident. They're just saying that because they don't know for sure why it occurred in the first place. And 9 times out of 10, it's a young little punk shooting somebody over some girl.
This was an isolated incident with 2 individuals and unfortunately 2 others who were injured. And again, this shouldn't stop people from enjoying their holidays.
The mall was put on lockdown, hundreds sheltering in place, many in the closest store they could get into.
And within a few minutes, the store employees actually started to close the gates and lock the sliding doors.
How long were you guys locked inside?
We're, I'd say, at least 20 minutes, at least.
Why, when you were inside, was screaming in the mall?
Interesting fact. The mall opened up earlier today, the following day, which is today, and people are now able to get their cars out because everybody that was there had to leave their cars there. They couldn't even leave in their cars because they had to complete the investigation. So they had to spend the night without their cars. These people probably had to go to work and everything else, but yeah. And ever since they revamped this mall, you have to pay for parking now. That's how affluent it is now because 15 years ago when I first started going to this mall, parking was free, let alone, well, the mall wasn't expanded, so it wasn't a lot of foot traffic then. I mean, it was still a good, decent mall and decent size. The food court is massive, tons of options for everybody. And being that San Jose is a foodie land, there's endless options of what to eat and where to shop at. And that's why it's my most favorite mall in the Bay Area, let alone Northern California.
There was screaming initially. Initially, you heard a lot of people screaming, a lot of people running. There was a lot of panic, and then it was just silence.
Once the lockdown was lifted, shoppers and employees were let out by police.
So it was like the SWAT team, but
law enforcement said it was a
yeah.
They went through the mall.
They're kind of controlling it and kind of like okay.
So inside the mall, they're going store by store telling people to leave.
Yeah.
And escorting you out.
Yes.
Francis, as of right now, all indications are that the mall will be open. I called some restaurants and confirmed that they will be open tomorrow. Police believe there's only one suspect involved. The search for that suspect is underway. Reporting live, Anser Hassan, ABC 7 News.
Anser, thank you. And we continue our team coverage now with reporter Tara Campbell. Tara, Black Friday is the one day of the year many people do go to the mall, and now people are maybe changing their minds moving forward.
Yeah, Francis, really, it's a much quieter scene out front the mall here right now. There are still some unmarked vehicles behind me here, as you can probably see. The majority of the crew started clearing out about a half hour ago. Now, we were here much earlier when people were still coming out of the mall, clearly shaken.
I was just scared for my life, to be honest, because I just got off the shift, so I was trying to go home.
Heavy police presence as people streamed out of Westfield Valley Fair Mall. Workers and Black Friday shoppers alike unnerved by a shooting inside.
I just saw my life going in front of me. I was like, oh my God, what if this is my last day?
Emily Sanchez was shopping at the mall with a friend and says she made a run for it.
I just saw people running and hiding. So
that's another thing. The bigger the venue is, the harder it is to get the cover. That's a massive mall. It's like a double wall. You go through, there's a whole other section of the mall that you probably wouldn't have seen if you would have took that little hallway. You know what I mean? That's how this mall is built. And luckily to all my friends that worked there, they were safe. So God bless them. And everybody else that was willing to get the cover, and nobody else got hurt. Thank God.
I just realized I just supposed that it was someone with that gun. And I just started running to find a table or some place to hide.
If you know the area, that mall sits right in between a business area and a residential area. Right behind, well, it doesn't matter because a lot of you don't know where it's at anyway. But People ran into the local neighborhoods to duck for cover, trees, sides of houses. So I'll say the good positive thing is there's several hospitals in the area in case something massive did jump off and more people got hurt. So thank God that this was in the area with several hospitals in case of something massive actually happened.
We had a couple people who were very scared. Someone in our store actually fainted. There was a couple people who were aspirating a lot. They were breathing really hard.
Jade Apostol works at the Lululemon and helped get people to safety.
Actually, all of our coworkers, we were very calm. We tried to make sure that everyone was safe. Everyone was in the back room. Then everyone was put in there very orderly.
We need to stop this, man. It happens too much. We need to have a safe place, safe environment to shop. There was a lot of families, and it just sucks seeing everybody's facial expressions, because you could tell that especially all the little kids and the older people.
How does this make you feel about coming back to the mall, about doing your shopping for the holidays?
And I don't know. They said that they will never go back to Black Friday shopping.
How do you?
And see, that's another thing. A lot of these people, they're not used to being around goons like this when it's time to set it off. A lot of them aren't used to violence like this. And part on the demographics, there's not a lot of us there, so. But every now and then there's some Tyrones and Edgars that's there to set it off, right? I mean, this mall was built in 1986. So I'm pretty sure some other things happened too that was probably long and forgotten about, right?
How do you feel about going back to work?
I'm a little apprehensive just because it is scary. It's a lot. It's very traumatizing. I was also just seeing there was a couple kids who were in there, probably under the age of 10, and just seeing their faces mortified. So right now I'm a little apprehensive. If they tell us to go in, I may or may not, depending on how I feel in the morning.
I'm gonna be nervous. I was trying to call my manager to see if everybody's okay, but I'm gonna have it because I work tomorrow actually. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to call him because I don't know. This really traumatized me.
I mean, good for you, man. You come first. Never put a job first before yourself. So he's gonna call off, take some more time to pretty much exhaust that in, right? Because now every time he walks into that mall, he's gonna think about that. It's like an intrusive thought that don't go away. It's like getting slapped and the mark never goes away, So good for him for calling off. So if you want to see the rest of the video, the link's down at the bottom of the description. And thanks for tuning in. This is Kai LeVeo. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.